Welcome to my disaster battle. So, this happened at the end of one of my Nurgle streams, and I was not in a place to fight this. I would have lost 100%. First thing you need to do when encountering a disaster battle is ascertain your strengths and their weaknesses. Or the other way around, your weaknesses and their strengths. Now, our biggest weakness is we are a very small force. It is a very fresh army. Their strengths, their range only. If they had been melee focused, this would have been a lot easier. But they're not. So, plans. Hide the Nurglings and Plague Bearers, plus the hero. The hero's too slow, so are the Nurglings and Plague Bearers. If we sent them in, they would be pincushions, their leadership would waver, and they'd die. So, we hide them away. We're also hiding the Soul Grinder away. Well, he is a very good unit. He is at half health, completely fresh, and does not regen. So he is not a safe unit to bring into battle. The Beasts of Nurgle's regen, so they are much more capable of going in and being shot. The plan now is to see how well we can herd these archers into a more compact situation that we can do the damage we need to actually win this fight. Because if we fight this slow and steady, one archer group at a time, we're going to take too long and be peppered by shots by all the other archers. Sometimes you can get away with small lords and heroes with the archers not shooting at you. The Beasts of Nurgle are big enough that the archers will target them with archer fire. So we need to get into base contact with as many archers as we can to stop that from happening. The hero, our lord, is also pretty fresh. He's level 5. He's freshly recruited. He's only level 5 because we got recruit rank, which is a very important ability to get when you're playing the game. If you can get high level lords early on, level 5 is not very high, but it's something. It gives me some of the spells I would like to have on a Nurgle hero, Nurgle lord. So, as you can see, we are slowly going and herding them together. Spreading up the groups. We've got a good clump going on over there. Now, I see that leadership is beginning to waver a bit there. Leadership is really one of our big enemies here as well. So we need to stick a little bit together, but we can't go in together right in the beginning because we did need to herd these units, get them into melee. But now we've got our first bit of the block. And this is where the fight becomes a little easy and silly. Now it's about keeping the blob together, keeping your leadership high, and casting Stream of Corruption until you've taken out enough of them to win. So, keep them together, figure out which parts of this blob are causing you to lose that much leadership. Biggest problem in this blob for us, damage-wise, that is going to hurt us the most, is the Jade Lancers. Sorry, I always call them ponies. I know what they're called. They are called Jade Lancers. I'm sorry, I don't always use the correct terms for them. So we are going to go and focus our Beasts of Nurgle on them in a second. We're not going to be able to damage them that much. We need to remember, as Nurgle, we have very low damage output, which is another one of our weaknesses in this situation. We can endure so well. Our Beasts of Nurgle will regen. Our Lord won't, but the Beasts will. We need the Lord and the Nurgling, Beasts of Nurgles to survive to win this fight. If we had the Soul Grinder in here and he disintegrated because he was being shot, because he was being hit, because of any of these things, their base melee here, even though they're archers with 2 melee units, would be enough to bring him down. He would have died if we brought him into this fight. But as you can see, we're charging into the Jade Lancers, and we're going to slowly bring them down. The blob is very compact and tight, but our leadership is not ideal. But we're sticking together, we're sticking to the plan, and that will ultimately bring us the win. So I'm going to speed up this next little bit as we slowly grind them down. I hope this helped. Or was entertaining or something. But really, the trick to winning your own disaster battles is taking them apart and figuring out what you can realistically do, what the enemy can do, and how you can use the AI's choices against them. Part of the hurting situation was attacking units and not even fully engaging with them because you didn't have to. That attack click on them, the AI reads your input to a certain degree, obviously, if AI only understands that side of it, and will oftentimes charge at you if they're in a bad place because they think you're attacking them. They don't know that you're not actually going to do it. It's what you do when you have heroes and lords stand ahead of your army and you want them to grab more units than they really should. Input reading is something I find very problematic in some games. Here, it's okay. It makes sense that it happens. Yeah, I hope you had fun. Thank you. Bye!